Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions. You are watching I Watch You Watch. Today we are covering the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. This is season 1, episode 6. I do appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Like this video and you can subscribe if you are new. Share and also leave your comments below. Let's get into this week's episode. Okay, so I love this episode. I love this show, not just this episode. I love this show. It gives me exactly what I need. And what I need is escapism. A lot. And dreams. A little bit, you know. Of course, reality TV is a social experiment. And we're seeing these women interact and live their lives through their own reality and seeing how they respond and do and function in their normal lives that I could connect with or maybe not connect with. But I just love this escapism because it is entertainment, and the production part is where it comes in, where the entertainment is in. But some ladies are just entertaining and their lives are full of entertainment. So I love it. So we start off with Liz and Kelsey. Guess what? There's been a plot twist in Kelsey's storyline. The boyfriend and her have called it quits. The ladies receive a shocking text from Kelsey, who finally ended things with her boyfriend. Kelsey says that it was her choice, and it was a long time coming. A lot of things built up over the years, like finding out that he was involved with more people than she thought. Someone that you've been in a relationship for 10 years, that you knew messed with other women, and now he's messing with more women than you thought. He got greedy all of a sudden. I would say that's something you find out maybe in the first couple of years, but 10 years, a whole decade. Okay. While they were in bed together, and this is what she's telling Liz, because Liz comes over and is talking with her. I don't know if it's now or a little bit later, but she's going to help her pack. But anyways, while they were in bed together, she told him the relationship had ran its course. He agreed, and the two held each other all night. He didn't fight it, which told everything. So Liz is proud of Kelsey. She jokes that she'd have to de-seed her lemons from now on, or without a live-in staff. I mean, that is quite a shock, to go from having everything and now it's over. Later on, Liz helps an emotional Kelsey move out of the mansion while she's been friends with the ex since high school. Liz and Alicia knows everybody, but it's good because they really give us the tea as to what's going on. So I like it. Liz thinks that Bill is a better match. I just don't know how you, and there's nothing against Bill. I don't know how you go from someone who allowed you to be carefree, do anything you wanted, to now going to the small town dude that your family wants you to be with. I don't know. She reiterates how brave Kelsey is to leave her life of comfort and blaze her own trail. She gives Kelsey a compass as a gift for her journey. Now, I know they say that this is Joe Ellen's show, but I think low-key is Liz's show. Because, I mean, she's the anchor. And we could just call Joe Ellen the wild card, if you want to call it that. But Rule is kind of that, but she's just in a dumb situation that she doesn't want to leave. But I think I think this is a Liz show. It could even be a duel with Liz and Alicia a little bit. Alicia kind of just goes with the flow, but they could co-anchor the show. What do y'all think? Is it Joe Ellen or Liz, or is it someone else? Let me know, and why. Now, there's a lot Kelsey will need to figure out on her own, like a mortgage and principal payment. The principal of what? It's quite interesting that this show came along right in time as she's about to split with this man. I have some theories. Oh, I just have some thoughts. The most, I just think that the buttermilk ain't clean. Because there's a lot of outside noise that's not really connecting to what Kelsey's trying to give us. And I don't think that Kelsey's giving us the truth. And maybe we'll learn more at the reunion. But it was just amicable. He's doing more against you, and then he has this much respect for you to just tell you, oh, this is not working out, and then hug you. There's no fighting, no nothing. No argument or nothing. Something else is up. What it is, I don't know. But somebody gonna say something. All right, so Alicia and Liz, they set up a girls trip to a Newport mansion. And this isn't why I say that both of them could be anchors or co-anchors. I was just getting that type of notion in regards to how they show up on the scene. Alicia gushes that they're like castles as far as the mansion. Before the trip, Rosie feels better about her place with the girls except for Kelsey. She does talk with Rich about that. Hopefully before the season is over that we hear Rich, because I want to hear him sing. He's a crooner like Frank Sinatra. I do like some of Frank Sinatra music. Rosie hopes that now that everyone has screamed at her, they can move on. She also admits that she can be shy, awkward, and weird. But you spent your life in front of a camera, and weren't you Miss Rhode Island? But I will tell you this, a lot of creative people and a lot of people that you see out there, they'll have a testimony that they are shy, or at least were shy. Karen Clark Sheard said that she was a shy girl. From the Clark sisters, if you know who I'm talking about. Sorry about that. If you don't know from the gospel realm, just listen to Mariah Carey's new record. They're doing a gospel track together. She also admits that she can be shy, awkward, and weird, and jokes that she doesn't want to be a fake Joellen. Do you think Joellen's fake? Oh, well, she can have a tendency to be fake, possibly. I don't think that she can fake that if she likes you or not, though. I don't think that. Since Alicia, who doesn't drive, the ladies are chauffeured in a Rolls Royce to arrive in style, and I love it. One of my dream cars is a Rolls Royce. I want one. I remember, do y'all remember the Temptations movie back in the late 90s? I love that style. But since I arrived in Florida and I got a different view and a different perception of different things that I want outside of where I moved from, a Rolls Royce is what I want. I have another car too, but that's one of them. Anyways, Rula is a no-show. Rula, you need to be here. They try to call her on the way, but she doesn't answer. Liz hasn't spoken to her since the polo thing. Probably embarrassed. The gorgeous mansion is owned by a friend of Stevie. This is Liz's friend for 40 years. I don't know how they got this cast so right. They got the connections. They're not faking the funk. They got the finances, or they are connected to someone with the finances. I love it, y'all. I love it. The mansion has 29 bedrooms, 2 butlers. Alicia says it's what Kelsey is used to, of course. Speaking of Kelsey, tries to find a room on the complete opposite side of Rosie. All because she wouldn't promote you. Okay, so everyone gets settled in. The trip starts with Alicia's doll tea party. Ashley's into it. She loved American Girl dolls, and she still has Barbies of the NSYNC. Now, I need to know something. This is crucial. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Y'all better get it right. All I can say is that there better not be anything that starts with a B. in the comments there, it's NSYNC, y'all. That's all I gotta say. And the Jonas Brothers. I wasn't really into the Jonas Brothers. It was past my prime. Everyone dresses extra girly for the occasion. Joellen gushes over their outfits, but Rosie as Joanne would say, looks like a stripper. She likes sparkly things and rhinestones. But it's kind of like, what's that Tiara show back in the day? I forgot the whole title of it. She does, especially in her confessionals. Hopefully she gets a chance to be on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, but she tells Rosie that she looks like a stripper. Then Joellen was like, I should have just said that you don't look good. She added in her confessional. Alicia gives a spill about how girls have dolls for billions of years. My sister has a collection of dolls. She then asks everyone to pick a doll to sit next to them. Alicia reveals that her first doll was Snow White, and she'd throw a tantrum if the hair was out of place. Some of that can seem very kooky. All I can say is don't mess with Alicia. Alicia isn't into dolls or the fact that Rula ditched them. Liz says Rula questions Joe's motives. She responds, what motives? It's not like she wants Brian for herself. Oh, because he doesn't exercise. Joellen once again insists that she feels bad for Rula, but Liz doesn't buy it. So that might be what is the cusp of their argument that they're having. If you've seen the mid-season trailer, please go look at it. Joellen and Rula, they're giving us some Shereen Kim, almost some wig tugging, wig pulling. I said, okay. Do I think Joellen is 100% gung-ho on being looking out for Rula? No. I think she got caught up in the gossip, and since they now have connected her and wrapped her into it, she said, look, I'm gonna end y'all. Because she did say something about, it's in my notes, about her saying, look, I'm the type of person, if you say that I'm lying or not saying something true, I'm gonna do everything in my power to prove to you what I know to be true or what I did was true. So I think that is quite how it really is. But again, I don't think that she may be concerned about Rula, but it's not the only thing that's governing and motivating her to do this. All right, so later on that night, there's a dinner, and there's a dinner theme that is black tie masquerade. Liz assigns mask a flamboyant one for Rosie, a jester for Joellen, and for herself a wolf, because people think that she's scary. But she's really a sheep in wolf's clothing. Interesting. Ashley's mask, which covers her entire face, crazy. Kelsey says all the masks remind her of Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut, I didn't watch the movie, but that had Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in it. I do remember that. Liz set it up for the ladies to remove their facades, which is a word that Alicia can't pronounce, and reveal a different side to them. Joellen reveals her hard edge is because of trauma, especially due to her mom sending her away to a behavioral program. Okay, mommy dearest, that is crazy. She did have a scene with her sister Jen in regards to how she wasn't trying to label Jen as the favorite, but really she is the favorite, so there's no really getting around it. Her mom treated her different, and I wonder about that. Sometimes when people are treated differently, I wonder if Jen and Joellen have the same daddy. That was the thing that popped in my head first. Sorry, y'all. I could be reaching. It's just a thought, like, because some will treat them different if you got separate fathers. But I don't know that. They never said that they got two different dads, but whatever. But whatever happened as to why Jen and Joellen didn't get along when they were children, obviously it had something to do with how their mom treated both of them. Joellen didn't feel like her behavior warranted that punishment. I don't think anything warrants that, in my opinion. Because she didn't stand up for herself as a kid, she's combative now. And gets triggered when accused of lying, as I said before. Earlier in the episode, okay, we already talked about that. Liz reveals her own hard exterior comes from experiencing loss at a young age. Her mother, which to me, we said Liz is the twin of Dolores. That looks like Dolores. Who passed away when Liz was only 15. She's scared to let anyone in because she's too afraid to lose them. I can understand that. Now, Ashley goes next, and well, it's very different. Turns out since her bachelor days, Ashley's always felt bad that she didn't have a traumatic backstory. She cries over this more than Joe or Liz did over their traumas. I love you, Ashley. You know, you're the first person that I actually leaned into, but no, I think that should have been your time, as you did have that time with Joellen, and you just cried your soul out as to how you were feeling concerning your husband and wanting to please him and all that. And I think that the women could have connected to you, because I'm sure, since they are mothers, most of them are, as far as, yeah, most of them are natural birth, like they birth out children. All of them are mothers, so I won't discount Liz like that. But anyways, they could really relate to you. Joellen, can't believe that she cried over about nothing. Now, if you start doing that, Ashley, people aren't really going to take you seriously as far as crying. I'm just saying. Choose your battles wisely. Alicia brings up her father's abandonment, but angers Liz when she says that they were homeless. Basically, Liz says, y'all weren't homeless. Alicia stayed with family. She wasn't homeless, but Alicia maintains that it was traumatic. I mean, being uprooted from your home, that's a sense of security that's now been taken away from you. I get it. I get that part. It may not be as extreme as just living out on the street someplace. I get that. But I think that you have to take into account in regards to, okay, she did experience some trauma. Kelsey mentions being defensive about her relationship, leading Alicia to ask about the breakup. Kelsey says that she's still in touch with her ex, who's paying for a new apartment. And then Rosie jokes now he really is her sugar daddy. Wow. Before he could just pretend that he was her boyfriend. Oof. Joellen and Rosie, who probably could have a better relationship because they are somewhat alike. Rosie's facade is the result of her relationship with her mom. She feels a need to please everyone and finds it difficult to be genuine. Kelsey responds by saying that this is the first genuine thing to come out of Rosie's mouth. Wow. Rosie insists that it's a compliment. When Rosie reacts poorly, Joellen was like saying, you should really say something. No, it was a backhanded compliment. That's what it was. It was passive aggressive and mean as to how she really wants to convey what she wants to convey about Rosie. Ashley has Rosie's back, but the rest of the ladies have Kelsey's. The divide between Rosie, Ashley, and the rest of the cast has never been clearer. If you haven't been seeing interviews online, it looks like some of the ladies have something against Ashley because she's quite a confessional thug. Now, I haven't really seen any bad confessionals, but I guess that's coming up pretty soon. Later on, Kelsey overhears Ashley and Rosie talking about her and walks in on them to confront them. When asked what's Rosie lying about, Kelsey brings up the reason that she left her job and the size of her future house. Rosie asks, well, why would she lie about an embarrassing medical condition? And Ashley is confused why Kelsey cares so much about square footage. Kelsey thinks Rosie is completely fake. And in the confessional, Rosie says Kelsey is jealous that she has a house, career, and a husband, and Kelsey doesn't. Kelsey and Rosie are two of the same kind. They ended up getting things that they probably desired of their own. I think Erica, the author, shout out to her, she was saying that I think Rosie may feel like she's a little bit more uppity because she actually got the man to marry her. But I think that they are two sides of the same coin. Yeah. It's not the storyline, but how they're fighting. It's really resemblant of Ashley and Candace off of Potomac, in my opinion. Y'all may have other thoughts, but yeah, I'm kind of seeing that. But obviously, both of them have had their thoughts from the beginning in regards to both of them. So we know that a feud is brewing up, and really, I don't think I'm going to take any sides. Rosie's going to cry after being mean and attacking. and she can't really handle the smoke, and that's on her. I just don't think. I just think they're both really just judging each other based upon what both of them are doing. It just looks a little bit different, but still the same thing. But anyways, y'all think that Kelsey telling the truth of this breakup? Do y'all think that it's quite a coincidence that she was able to break up with him while she was getting on another show that would be able to pay her? I don't know what it is, but I'm going to put it on the table, and I'm going to see if anything unfolds from this. Anyways, that's all I got, y'all. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next one. Peace.